All right, we're on.
Good morning. Arapahoe hockey, 7:20 in the morning.
7:20.
Not too bad, not as bad as yesterday.
Not as bad as yesterday. We were here watching the rec game before this, and they were here at 6.
Well, so far this morning, I've already had to pawn off my kid to another family at 6 a.m. He was a little groggy, but he's here, and he'll be fine. That's how he looks every morning. But Stewie injected some life into him right away.
They were having fun by the time we got here.
I bet. Like first thing at 6 in the morning when the garage door goes up and Elvis hears, Elvis! So Stewie looks like he wakes up charged.
No, it's pretty much the same. It's a chore to get him up.
Right, and it is for us too. And then after that, I had Miko on ice by 7 a.m. at South Sub, and then a quick jaunt over here from family to South Sub, and I think that I wasn't the only one. I think Haggard's messed up and went to South Sub.
The wrong rink. I've done it.
So everyone's here. We only have 50 seconds to a puck drop, so let's get you up to speed. We're playing the Colorado Extreme out of Carbondale. We've covered that a few times.
I'm filming the wrong side here.
Well, Sean's trying to just get you a look at the bad guys. Colorado Extreme comes in 1 and 2, but their games have all been close. I'll touch on that here in a minute. And we are 1-1. The unfortunate part to that is we've given up a goal in the final 20 seconds of every game. That goal yesterday is going to be crucial today because we are currently a +1 over the Lafayette Locomotives, meaning if both of us tie, we go to the championship. If we win, they lose, we go to the championship. If we lose by 1 and they tie, then we're tied and it goes head to head, and since we tied the game, that's over my pay grade at that point. Do you know?
No, I don't know what like the 8th tiebreaker is. It always changes.
The point though,
I think it goes goals 4.
Okay. How about this? Win the game.
Win the game, and that's all you can do.
Yep.
Just win the game, and you worry about the rest later.
Let the pieces take care of it. Let the pieces fall into place. Yeah. Let it all take care of itself. So Extreme 1 and 2 on the tournament, beat Monument 5-1. So they're clearly a formidable team. Lost 3-2 to Lafayette. Lost 6-3 to Navy. Everybody we've played, they've played. Games have been close. They got beat by 3 by Navy. I tell you, we could have gotten beat like that, but we also had a 3-2 lead with 2 minutes to go against Navy. So we can beat anybody if we just start the hair on fire right away.
Yep.
First period yesterday, not our best.
Not our best. We're not a first period team, but that's okay.
Second period, we outshot them 14-6 and outscored them 3-0. And so I want some second period action. So we take a look right here, and it looks like we're going with lines from yesterday, which means Jack Webster at center, Paxton over here on right wing, Liam Evans on left wing. Liam had a pretty strong game yesterday. Didn't get rewarded with the goal he should have.
No.
But here we go. Now we got Liam chasing down behind the goal line. I like that right away. Nice poke check. Paxton gets it away from him. I don't know where Paxton's throwing it though, but hopefully the madman can, he picks it up and throws it through. All right, that puck's going to escape the zone, and now we're going to hustle back, and we get back there. There we go. Liam Evans chips up the board. That puck finds the zone again, so let's get down there and hustle. Right there, Webster's going to go try to cut him off. Comes through it. There we go. Big Haggard with a shot towards the goal. Played kind of weakly by the goalie. Good sign, in my opinion. Let's get some more of those.
Yeah, let's get him on goal.
Here we go.
Early and often.
Puck's chipped out. Haggard's going to have to get chase. After our conversation yesterday, I'm going to do my best not to call him Merle. His dad actually embraced that. I was giving his dad grief about stopping the clock yesterday with 1 second on the power play twice. And I told him, I could see Patrick. I could see, I don't even know what his name is still. But I said, I almost called you Merle. And he goes, oh, that's a second cousin. I'm not sure if he was joking with me.
It'd be cool if he wasn't.
Hey, here goes Stewart, and he flips a little muffin towards the net. played, I thought with the high, now it's Isan chasing. Wasn't a high stick there. Stewie keeps in, so it's offsides, no problem there. It's either offsides or you're hustling back.
Yeah, yeah. This line's been on for a while. I'm surprised it's not changing here.
No, this is second line.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Isan, Elijah, and Stewie. A lot of feet action there, and now Isan. Stewie tries banging it in at the elbow and is not successful there. Big Tom bangs it away, and here we go. Extreme gains the zone for the first time today, so I like that. Elliott turn and look. Elliott fires up the boards, and weird bounce. And you know what? This rink has that. Here we go. Isan's going to chase. Isan gets tied up.
There we go. All right, they got it.
We had a great chance at a breakaway there, and
no, it was.
Sean's having
I was
trouble.
loose.
Sean's loose, but that's okay. We had a chance at a breakaway there, and Isan was getting around the corner, and you could see the guy tied the stick up, and I can already tell you this. We don't have the refs we had yesterday.
No, that was the early game.
Yeah, I feel like yesterday's refs that wouldn't have been called. As it is, we are on the power play right away. I don't know which guy it was for them. And now their forward goes up and lines up on the wrong side, so I'll take that. If Bryce can win this draw, Vera's line's in. Bryce, Sebastian, and Elvis. Forwards on the wrong side for Colorado Extreme, and I don't care. So Elvis is set up in the shop here. That's the Mikko Rantanen spot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I miss him so much. He's just set up there and just bang one time.
Yeah, and that's a nice, what should we call, OV move. little problem with the clock over there.
Yep, I think Elvis already rolled his eyes at me, so he's a teenager. He looked back and I gave him a wave.
And he's like, nope.
No, he's all business. I don't think he has that Mikko Rantanen one-timer in him either, by the way. But he's usually in the right place.
And I love that about him. And he's in front of the net. I love it.
Here we go. Vieira on the draw, kicked over to Elvis. He's able to get it slid towards the net. Now you got to get back up. There we go. Bryce wins. Look at, you got someone in front of the net. He chips, and it's loose. Oh, man. Oh. Good chip by Vieira there. That puck slid out, and fortunately for us, the Extreme player goes down. So Extreme is their moniker, right? Like we're the Warriors?
Yeah, I think so. I look for a name, and it just says Extreme, so okay. I guess they're just Extreme.
Just like Colorado Rampage, so they're Colorado Extreme, which, as we say, Rampage, they no longer exist.
Yeah, Rebels.
Here we go, guys. Cut this off. There's a puck slid at Brian. Okay, Brian Wang in goal. We always forget to touch on that till the game's moving. And that's kind of the way I like it. Let's not talk about the goalie until later. The airline's still in. Elvis is able to chip forward to Bryce. You got 2-on-1, Bryce. If you can just move it. Here we go. Puck is thrown out. Our defensemen are vanished. I'm not sure why they didn't join the play. And let's pick up this guy. Golly. Well, puck finds the net there on a very frustrating play. Yeah, still 15 seconds to go on the power play. Vieira and Schroeder were down here on the near boards, keeping the puck alive, and it jumped out of the zone, and as I turned and looked, both of our defensemen were on the other side of the red line. So I thought, okay, at least we got guys back. And
yeah, they just failed to press.
As the Extreme guy came into the zone, we never really picked him up. Okay, Brian scoops up that one. So we're still on the power play if we'd like to take advantage of that for the next 6 seconds. Not a great start there. A little bit of a letdown for us, and hopefully we pick that back up. Monument's still 4-on-5 here. The forward's on the wrong side again for them, but that's not our problem. Okay, Liam Evans out of there. He's going to skate up the boards. Guy goes down. Liam loses temporarily. Picks back up. Loses temporarily. Oh, man. Haggard misses. Turn around. Ober's going to dance in. He gets a little bit on it. Puck's thrown back out. That's going to be icing on the extreme, so we'll come back down here, set up shop near the goal we like to be at.
Let's try and keep it down here for a while.
I think you have to remind yourself 10 to 15 times a day when you watch this level of hockey that it is going to be frustrating.
Yeah.
And it's not anything that they're doing on purpose.
No.
The puck just bounces back and forth a lot. Here we go. As we say that, it slid towards their net, but we're not able to pick up. Moen just turns and runs. Turn around. Oh, man, the extreme guy wraps around. Puck slid out.
Oh,
Does not find its way out. Okay, our guys are going to have to get organized. Soren chips back the other way. Liam just turns and ice. No, he doesn't ice it because it's tipped. That means you got to see how far you have to skate then. Okay, you can hear everybody yelling no ice. We figured that out right away because there was a chip. Turn around there. Bang that puck. Now Evans has got numbers in space. He chips at the net.
Oh, man, that almost snuck in.
Okay, really a great play there by Liam. Turns around at the puck, realizes he has some space, throws it on net, and his buddies, the buddies got to get in there. That puck was loose for long enough to...
Yeah, they could have... It almost snuck in.
Had Stewie been on the ice for that, I feel like the goalie would have met a new friend.
Yeah, he definitely would have. Or Elvis. He's always there.
And as I said, Dotson's right here too. Tom's going to throw it at the net. Oh, man. That puck found its way through. It would have been in the net had it been online because the goalie didn't see it. That's intercepted by Dotson. Backhand attempt. Please turn around. Let's not start that conversation today. There. Nice hard shot through by Dotson, but Stewie's got to get over there. Get friendly, Stewie. It's a girl. Don't be too rough. As I say that, though, Elvis looks more like a girl out there than anyone else, and that could be a boy. So Stewie ends up, I mean, at the end of the day, they weren't able to advance the puck, and now they come out. Clark's fighting on the boards. Stewie back on the boards, and that was right through Dotson. Isan, this is where you really have to chase. And that's why. If you don't chase hard enough, there we go. That's chipped in by Dotson, and you gotta chase. Go, go! Puck's gonna be thrown out, slipped. See, that's what the pressure does. Stewie's fighting for it now along the boards again. No quitting him, that's for sure. Here we go, though. We're going the other way. Banged into by Clark, and he goes down. Blown up by Isan. Great back check. Puck's thrown out. That'll be an ice.
Yeah, that's an icing.
6:17 to go in the first period. 1-0 extreme on a shorthanded goal. Bummer there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer. That's all right. We'll get back in it.
Next time I get a whistle, I'll give you an update on the score over here. I haven't heard a lot of cheering.
Nope, I haven't either. I haven't heard any horns or buzzers or anything, so
I'm assuming
that's a good sign.
0-0 over there with Lafayette and Monument. Man, Monument really looked tough yesterday for a team that apparently hadn't won. Here we go, guys on the floor. Soren, you got to stay after that. Nope, we got another. Okay, someone else came in to save the day. That was over. Puck's going to escape, and Jack Webster's going to pick up, and can he win this? Oh, you stay with it, Jack. Liam comes over to help, but I wish he would have stayed over on his other side. Now, where's our left winger there? I know the hustle's great, but we still need a guy over there. Back check by Ober. Thrown at net. Not covered. Banged out. Pretty good play. If it hits the goalie, it's even better. It does.
Oh, it does. Okay. I wasn't even going to turn the camera.
The goalie covers, and I got to tell you, if I'm the coach, I'm screaming at him, don't cover that.
Yeah, don't cover it. Play that puck.
Yep, because that gets you
a
fresh
face-off
skaters for us and a face-off down here. Absolutely right. So I'm going to take a peek over here. All right. I got an update on the other game, and it's going to surprise you a little bit. It's 2-2.
Oh, man.
So,
well, we'll take that, though.
Somebody else just scored. And based on, we can see the monument bench behind us, it sounds like Lafayette just scored.
No,
because the monument bench isn't jumping up and down.
Isn't jumping up and down.
All right, here we go. Haggard's going to turn and fire. And he is not successful. It's still in the skates. There, that's out. Man, pitchfork, but here we go. Elvis, take a look. Dang it, Elvis has it taken away from him. Let's go the other way. Throw it to the middle of the ice. There we go. Out to the middle. See, it finds the guy for us when it's out to the middle. And now we're down into their zone. Give chase. You know what he's going to do. Haggard rips towards net. Into the skates. Elvis tries and is not successful there with the backhand. Vieira out here, and he's fighting along the near boards. Elvis is, I was going to say, if Bryce can chip that down, that's where we want it to be. Haggard's going to throw it again. Elvis tips. Stay by the net now. Get your butt back by your spot.
He's good. He's got it. He knows it.
Oh, that's thrown out by Monument. Extreme. They look just like Monument.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Puck's gobbled up, and again there with the goalies. Don't smother that puck.
At least it's safe.
It's safe. Absolutely.
It's a safe play.
Had some good pressure down here from Vieira's line, and there was a couple times, and that's where I talked about the frustrating stuff. It was like it was one chip away, and we had guys in open space. But that brings us back here to the other side. Isan wins the face-off, throws it back out to the defenseman, knocked over there by Dotson, and now Dotson's going to fight. Here comes Big Tom, just throws it, and that's going to be icing. But it's closer. Now, remember when I told you yesterday about aiming at this red line?
Right.
Big Tom threw it towards the blue line.
The blue line, yeah.
If he hits the red line, that puck ends up harmlessly over here by the South Suburban logo. And then we get the chase. So, pretty good play to get it out of our zone. Basically, just a rewind here. We're going to drop puck, same place. Isan again with the clean draw. Tom bangs it off the boards, but to the defenseman. Okay, McGrady's like, I'm going to try it again. He gets it off some skates. I'll try it one more time. And now I found my forwards, but they weren't there.
They weren't there yet.
He had 3 chances. The forwards, you'd think, like, hey, here's what's happening. Here comes Big Tom out of there now. The giraffe looking good in the open ice. Poked away. Isan keeps it in. Isan, get around to your forehand. Oh, man, and he does, but he whiffs on the shot.
Oh, then they take each other down.
And Stewie's like, hey, is that the bad guy? Nope. Oh, man, we've been playing in white all weekend, so I figured I'd bang into the dark jersey. And that gets him a line change.
I like it in this end, at least.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's put a few more on net, though.
Such is hockey. We've kind of been living mostly down here in this zone, and we've had the majority of the opportunities, but we trail on the scoreboard. So here we go. There's a clean look by Ober off of the goalie, and I'm telling you, the goalie can be had.
Oh, yeah.
The goalie is not... Turn around, Jack. Jack didn't realize the puck was there. Maybe he will now. In the feet. Stay with it. In the skates. Here we go. Ober slides. Goalie makes a kick save. Good action there from Webster's line, and man, Haggard doesn't get sick on that, but Webster's going to play it. He bumps up to Haggard. Haggard with the good feet. Always with the strong stick from Haggard, that's for sure. Here we come. Don't be offsides, Liam.
That's all right.
Liam Evans, you can see it if the camera's on him. He was definitely disappointed, and he knows. That gets you a line change too. If you don't want to get changed quick, don't be offsides. That's your reward. Brings back Bryce's line. Haggard and Mullen still in on the defenseman. Puck's banged in by Elvis. Kono is going to pick up. Kono dances, and man, good recovery. Go get it, Soren. Come on.
Just a little bit slow on their start here today.
Good action. Great dangle by Kono, and really an even more impressive play by the extreme player to recover on that, because I thought for sure we were getting an open rip there. As I say that, Kono dangles again, chips. I love that chip, but it didn't make it through. Now Elvis throw it at the net, and he throws it through somebody's skates. So good action for us. Kono just stays with it. Bryce, just go down, Bryce, and that's a trip. No?
Nope, not going to call it.
Okay, Elvis is going to have to throw it over. I would have liked it if he'd have thrown it to the open space. He did not. Okay, Haggard, that's fine. Haggard, you got room. Bangs it perfectly off the boards. Get down there. No icing. Why would it have been icing? It was inside the red line. But the ref was making sure everyone was on top of that. Elvis gets set up, and he bangs out to the defenseman. Throwing at net. That's going to be loose for a minute. Wow. Good recovery. Now we got to we got to run. Go ahead and cover it if you want, Brian. He does. All right. I guess the extreme fans wanted a penalty on a trip there, and nice.
Oh, this ref right here threw out Freeman yesterday.
Dayton?
Yes, for doing the same thing.
Just for being loud.
Yeah, for being loud.
Well, what I was going to say is, I am not perfect by any means. I've shouted at my son a lot of times. But what I will not do as a fan, I will as a coach. But as a fan, I will not sit there and just shout, come on, come on. Because you just sound...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate word, but you sound stupid. So,
let's keep it classy.
Oh, no! Puck's whiffed on, thankfully. Brian with a kick save. Here we go. Isan's got some room. Isan's out in the open ice. I'll catch you up on what the fallout from that play was in a second. But Isan goes backhand. Goalie falls down, so I told you the goalie can be had. Stewie's in the boards, making some friends. We're going to get a rip here off of the skates by the goalie. So great play there by Dotson. Big Tom keeps it alive. That's going to find Elijah. He gets hooked there, but no call. Dotson's going to stay with it, and he's going to fight. Stewie, get your stick on the ice. Get your stick on the ice, Stewie. It's coming.
It's allergic.
There you go. See, that's where the puck's coming. Now go get it, Elliot. Elliot just throws back down, so now it's Stewie's job to chase.
Go.
Now it's Dotson. Stewie, get back to your spot. Okay, Big Tom with the puck. Tries the dangle move. I'd like you to just throw it down. This puck will be icing if it finds its way past the goalie. Go ahead and blow the whistle. Come on. No whistle there, so we got to play it out of our zone, which that's why they call icing, because we're supposed to get rewarded for a kind of a silly play. Brings the period to the close. And to get back to what happened, what did you see from the ref?
Over there, he gave him the quiet sign.
So immediately, as soon as these parents started yelling, "Come on!" the ref came right over, and the advantage or disadvantage to squirt hockey is there's only 50 fans here, right?
Yeah.
Because it's parents, and it's 7:20 in the morning on a Sunday. Of course, you don't have any randoms running in.
Yeah, right.
So the ref knows which area it's coming from, and he comes over, takes a look, and he just said immediately, "That's enough, or you're gone."
Yep. Dayton got one warning last night, and the second time, it was like, "You're gone."
Which rink, South Sub?
No, it's right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the same ref.
And by the way, with Dayton, typically, I've been around him a lot. Typically, he's yelling at Brad.
Typically.
Russell.
Yeah.
Move your feet. Them types of things.
Right.
And I wasn't here yesterday. Who knows? But I can tell you, he's not a derogatory.
Yeah, no, and they weren't really saying anything too bad.
No, I didn't think so either.
It was similar, like, come on, make that call kind of deal.
And the thing is, like we touched on yesterday, we had, 7 penalties against us? And we didn't hear parents screaming like I thought maybe we could have. I was irritated with the refs yesterday.
Yeah, well, I can't honestly say that none of them were penalties, so.
Nope, but what I can say is I felt like there was a lot of missed penalties.
Little lopsided.
So no icing here on the play as we dropped second period right to left for Arapahoe. Still down 1-0, but really have been the stronger team, I think.
I feel so too.
I heard some cheering over there again. I'm thinking that the Lafayette game is starting to go in the direction we don't want it to go. So, still, the mission for the day for us is win.
Still have to win. That game doesn't matter if we don't win.
Yeah, absolutely. What we're trying for here today is another chance at Navy.
Right.
And I want to play them again.
Oh, I do. I wasn't here for the first one. I got to see it.
Right. And everybody at home knows you weren't here because the production suffered a little bit.
Oh, I don't know how it could have gotten worse.
Here comes Haggard in the open ice. He rips toward, well, subjectively I'd say rips. He tries to rip and it kind of just squirts over the goalie. Goalie covers again. We got a break, so I'm going to go take a peek.
Yeah, go take a peek. He's over in the other rink, but I don't know if he knows that he's got a mic on. You can still hear him.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's 4-3.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just about to have the buzzer for the end of the second period. We got 10:57 to go here in our second period. This is going to be an icing, so I'm happy that the Extreme keep doing that. So let's go set up shop back there. Bryce, Sebastian, and Elvis back in.
You know, it's going to be hard to win this game if we don't put some shots on net.
Yep, we've had a few lately, and like I was saying, I think the goalie can be had. He doesn't look super comfortable. He fell down on one of those last shots. I can't remember who it was before, but they threw it, and remember I said if Stewie had been in, he probably would have got the garbage. Someone threw it at net, and it didn't. It just laid there loose, but we didn't have a guy. Nice swing by Clark there to Haggard. Nope, Tommy. Tommy throws down. Okay, this is where somebody's got to chase. Yep, Bryce with the dangle. Big Tom's going to get it to your forehand, hopefully. Yep. And man, that puck had eyes for Elvis, and it didn't make it through. He was sitting on the back door. But that brings us the other way, and now Tom's going to have to bang into the boards. He's got a stick in, and he's going to get a penalty for that.
We're going to get a penalty. Oh.
Maybe not. Penalties on the other team. So Kono's going to break out. Kono's going to get a breakaway. Penalties on the Extreme. Kono rips. Still loose. Elvis,
nobody
attention.
Nobody home. Dang it.
Stick on the ice.
On the ice. It can't be allergic.
And this is where it is a blessing for us that I'm not on the bench right now for Elvis. Now, I wouldn't have reamed him, but I would have walked over, grabbed him by the face mask, looked him right in the eyes, and said, put your stick on the ice. So what happened there, Kono got stuffed by the goalie. Great outlet. Really a bummer. The game should be 1-1. Bryce, was it Bryce that played it behind the net?
Yeah.
And Bryce threw it out front.
No, I think it was Kono who threw it.
Kono got his own rebound and slid it out front, kind of crisp. But the good news to crisp is if you catch it, you have more time.
Right.
And got to get your stick on the ice. I don't know if he was looking at me or not, but the stick has got to be down. Yep, he's sitting down right now, and he's upset. He knows. And so the good thing about him is he will adjust. He will get the stick down. And maybe he catches it, maybe not, but it went right through his area code.
Having trouble with the clock again.
Yep. Trouble with the clock. 10 minutes to go. It seems like 10 minutes ago I said 10:51 to go. So hopefully the clock was running in there, but maybe since we're at home, we want more time. Oh, what they're working out is the penalty.
And for those of you at home, the clock here is a lot different than the one in South Suburban.
Right.
So it's a little hard. I mean, not much harder, but it is a little harder.
Oh, puck is ripped by Stewart, and it hits number 14. Haggard's got to, dang it. Haggard has got to get over there and get his whole body in front of that. No, guys. So here we are again. I don't know that the man advantage is our friend.
No, it hasn't been so far.
Dotson's going to come out. He temporarily. All right, Moen, just get the puck out, please. Just out. There we go. We're out. Stewart hits the deck. Nothing new there. Moen carries into the offensive zone. Somebody get in front of the net.
Somebody's got to get there.
That means you over here, Haggard, now. All right. I think we're set up. Good pass. Rip back down. Finds its way at the net. Backhand!
There we go.
Was that the forehand or the backhand?
That was a backhand, which I know you're not a super fan of, but
I can tell you from watching yesterday, Elijah did that same shot 5 times, and he hit the goalie, he missed the goal, and today it was true, and that's why Carl always tells me, hey, pipe down a little bit, just let them work on their backhand. What a beautiful, like the positioning of it. Who ripped the original shot? Was it Stewie?
No, it was...
Then it was Evans. No, they're not even on the same line anymore. Evans is out here now with Webster and Ober. So Dotson's running mates have been Stewie. And I want to say Isan, but I think Isan was out here. And as I say that, Webster's out in the open ice. He's got a 2-on-1. He's going to get... See, you got open skaters, and he takes the hard road, but as it is, it's out front. Dang it. First time I said that today. Trying not to say that anymore. Just don't want a whole broadcast full of those. Offsides. 8:41 to go in the second period. 1-1 Warriors with the answer goal there from Dotson on the beautiful backhand. Regardless of who it was, on the original shot, it was just thrown down from the high slot, so my money is that was Stewie. And just kind of an innocent kickoff by the goalie, which he hasn't played a lot strong. And Dotson was there and just backhanded it in. So new life in the Warriors. Jack just going to try to go through everybody again. And now he bangs down. Perfect play. Let's get a defenseman on this side, Tom, because that's where they're going to ring it. Good pressure there.
The board. There you go.
There you go. The pressure by Evans causes the turnover. Turnover gets the puck behind the goal. Tom, again, just get it down. He does. Now it's picked up by Vieira. Slid in front. Elvis scores, I think. Nope. Elvis points at Vieira. Maybe Elvis will get the assist for it, but Elvis points at Bryce.
What it looked like to me is Elvis put the shot on and it trickled through and Bryce jammed it home.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I'm on the bench, this is where there was a little nepotism this summer. I used to look down at Rachel and say, because when I'm down there, I can see it more clearly. And if your assist is due, if it is earned, I'm making sure you get it.
Yeah, right.
Because these kids love getting points, you know? Like,
they do.
Like on the last play by Dotson, if Stewie's the one who threw that puck down, let's get him an assist. Because you earned it. So, regardless, according to what we've seen, Elvis pointed at Bryce. Vieira gets the go-ahead goal at 7:53 right now. That gives us
8-minute mark somewhere.
Yeah, about the 8-minute mark gives us 2-1 lead. Kono's out here with it, and that puck's in skates. Elvis, if you can cut him off, it's there for the taking. Puck is slid around the boards. Haggard's going to have to play, and he's able to chip temporarily. Bryce with a dangle to let everybody get on side. Bryce with another dangle. In the net!
Oh, he earned that one, man. He dangled.
Bryce is dancing.
That was some good moves.
I tell you, I think that kid has it pre-orchestrated because on his first goal, he usually does the selfie. On his second, he dances. And I promise you, if you go back and watch game tape from the last time he had 2 goals in a game,
it was the same move.
And he'll do this. He'll go to the tip of the cap if he gets a third. So no assists there since we were talking assists earlier. Bryce just picked up the zone, and the beauty to that play is that's offsides 90% of the time. Remember how Bryce caught it up here, waited for his guys to get out, and then just went dangle fest on everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So 7:10 to go, and all of a sudden, Arapahoe is just out playing again in the second period. So Vieira's got 2. So Liam's dad comes to join us in the booth. So we got Liam and Liam's dad here. He's wanting to know who scored the goal. Must have been a potty break for someone.
Yeah, vending machine break there. We got to get some gummy bears going.
Gummy bears are going.
That's
Oh,
right.
slid out by Moen.
Going back and forth between this Lafayette game. Things are looking good for us so far.
We've been watching the Lafayette. It was 4-3.
4-3 still, yeah.
Okay.
So
And Lafayette's ahead 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Lafayette's ahead 1, so as long as we continue to run up the score here, we
Yeah.
should be in good shape.
And right now, just like yesterday, I'm sure you noticed this, Luke, the second period is ours. We
Yes.
own the second period. That's
As long
going to
as
be...
we can carry that momentum all the way through the end of the game, we'll be in good shape.
Right. So the last 30 seconds of the game not been our friend so far?
Correct.
Something to work on?
Oh, yeah. For some reason, the last few minutes of the third, something we just...
But I'll catch you up since you're here. Did you see the goal to go up 2-1?
For us, yes.
Vieira poked
Yep.
in.
Yep.
We thought it was Elvis. Elvis pointed at Vieira.
Yep.
So the next one, it squirted out, and 90% of the time, a kid just plays it back in, and it's offsides.
Yeah.
Vieira was able to dangle, wait for all of his guys to get on side, and then just dangled 3 dudes, including the goalie,
Yeah.
and just slid it in back
Vieira
in.
has the tendency to do that. He's an incredible puck handler.
And it's one of those as a coach. No.
No call. Oh,
Yes.
looks like my son's going to go in the box.
Stay with it now, though, Liam. Okay, touched up.
It's not a familiar place for my son, but
That's all right. In Aspen, Elvis went in the box twice in one game. I didn't know what I was watching. One of them was Shane's penalty, but he still went.
it's hard to not appreciate because it's just, depending on what the penalty is, if you're being aggressive and going after the puck, that's not something that you want to...
Well, I got to ask Sean here because on the second power play for us, we started out very poorly, came down on our end, but I don't know whether or not we ended up finishing that one with a goal. Was that Elvis and Bryce's play down there?
Yeah, I think
so.
it
We did
was.
get a power play goal. So the first goal of the game for the Extreme was on the shorthanded, and holy. Gosh darn it.
Dang.
So, puck is thrown on net from about 35 feet, and Henry just kind of leans to the side to play that with the glove, and he's been so strong with the glove, you feel good about it, but the thing is, the optics when you're watching it, is he kind of leans his body out here, and he's got his glove back here, and you kind of just want to just throw the whole body in front.
Right, yeah. Get that glove in front of you.
All right, brings the score to 3-2. 5:50 to go in the second period. And I can tell you, it's not going to be a duplicate of yesterday. Yesterday we won the second period 3-0, but maybe today we'll win the second period 4-1. Got a lot of time left.
Having some problems with the clock still.
Issues with the clock. Well, the Evans penalty is over. As the puck goes in the net, that ends the penalty. Full strength. Starting line is out there: Evans, Ober, and Webster. McGrady and Clark, and the ref is in the penalty box. You can just stay there. You've been naughty. Puck's dropped, so it must be the clock's working. Yep, it's going. Puck's banged out, and now that's Webster's task to get after that. Chip back in. Man, what a nifty little play there. He chips. Puck's thrown. Please cover. Okay, I'm hoping Henry's going to start playing the puck with his body now. Maybe that's enough to scare him there. Slid back, and he chips across. Henry, that is, chips the puck away from the goal. Tommy picks it up, and you got time. Okay, puck's dangled there by number 4, thrown up in the air. And man, McGrady tries kicking it. Clark chases. Forwards out high, please. There you go. Tommy, go play it. Banged. Oh, you don't have to do that. So that's going to be an icing. Puck slides across the line. What's the terminology there on that play? You know it.
Yeah, a little bit of puck panic.
A little bit of puck panic. Webster had some open space, and I thought it was kind of our time to pick up the puck, turn around, and go. And he banged it. And basically, if he picks a better angle, then nothing hurt, really.
Just reset. We're okay.
Elvis, your turn to play the puck. He does. Elvis, your turn to do something with chips out. There you go. God, Elvis had a stick on it briefly, and we had numbers if he was able to win it. Haggard just comes through with the heavy stick again. Vieira's out in the open ice. Slides it across. Interference, maybe? Nope. Vieira's able to stay. Here we go. Vieira goalie. Man.
No, good pressure
Love
there.
that action.
Good pressure. Thought he might get the heady there.
Bryce has got the motor turned on.
Yeah, he came to play.
And Bryce has got loads of talent. So when the motor's turned on at full speed like that, plus there's a little puck luck in there where it's bouncing around in the skates. So it's going his direction, which, as I say that, he throws down. Elvis, you don't have a defenseman there yet. Holy cow, dude. That's why I don't like that play. Like, you have to turn and look. Glove by Henry, and I'd bet you Elvis will not look up right now, because this is where we point to the eyeballs. You have to take your time, you have to look up, and you have to take a second. That sets us up down here in front of their goal, and I'm still doing it to Elvis. I'm not happy with that play, and he knows. I hope he makes the adjustment on there, but the intentions are good. But as is every game, please look at your target. Moen chips out, doesn't get much on it, so Elvis has to come down and play. He chips ahead. That would be Vieira's task now. Back to Elvis. So Vieira will pick up, and he's got some time. Puck is slid out. Vieira tries poking ahead. Elvis tries poking ahead. Offsides. Man, parents are losing their minds.
I can't say I've not done the same thing. Get on sides.
Yep. I would say Extreme has been called off sides 10 times, and their parents are trying to remind them that you have to be on the other side of the blue line. Puck is chipped forward. Little pitchfork there by McGrady. Unfortunately, they outnumbered us on the boards, and now they're going to come down and rip that goal. Henry is making me nervous, man. But the angle of the shot, I thought it was on net, of course. Poked ahead. Isan in some open ice. Please get away from your backhand, Isan.
Get it deep. Get it deep.
There we go. Go get that, Clark. Clark gets taken down. No whistle there. Caught a shoulder or an elbow up high. I know it wasn't intentional. What's your take on that?
I'd have let that one go.
Okay. Tom's chasing after. Stewie's checking in. He's like, go ahead, don't
No,
throw it
not in front of the net.
There we go. Up to Stewie. Catch that puck.
Oh,
no.
Gotta be stronger on the puck there.
Okay. Tom's going to slide it up into the skates of Isan. Isan dangles. He's able to pick up. Please go to your forehand.
Oh, now they're offsides.
Now we're offsides. The little hiccup on the attempted move to come across.
Yeah, can't dangle on the blue line. Just get it deep.
Yep. 2:46 to go in the second period. The good news is Arapahoe is still in front 3-2. At the end of the day, no matter what happens on the ice behind us, which is in the third period, you just want to win. And that's what we're doing right now. Tom plays the puck into the zone. Puck comes back out and hits one of their guys. And Dotson, stay with it. Go ahead. Our forwards are not spread out, though, because there's one and there's the other. Almost talking to each other. Okay, Liam's going to get to his spot. Slid in front. Great attempt there by Dotson.
Got to get back to the...
Nice by Stewie, but Stewie, you're supposed to be over there.
Yep, he's on the wrong side. Pretty common.
And that's where your center does that job for you, Stewie. You go down and score a goal. Okay, Dotson's not able to win, but Clark will get the puck. That's thrown down. Go ahead and fight for that one, Stewie. He does, so that keeps it alive for us. Now it's played by Dotson over there, so Dotson's playing right wing and left wing, so is Stewie. Stewie, stay with this. He chips forward. Dotson the backhand, so 2 backhands in a row. Stewie keeps it alive. And I'm telling you, this line, bang, as Dotson gets a wraparound attempt. Now turn and look. Just calm down. No penalty called on Dotson. Very fortunate there. If this line gets together, holy cow, it's thrown right to Elijah in front. No, Isan.
Let's keep it down there. Gotta press.
Just
Gotta
stay
go
down there.
press him.
Somebody's
Somebody's
gotta
gotta
get
press
it.
him. Give him all that time.
There's your reward, Isan. Isan gets after the puck and intercepts it. Now Isan trips a guy. Man. All right. A lot to catch up on, but He seen the guy stop, and Isan went and attacked him, and he took the puck off his shins, and he was able to intercept it briefly. We got a little bit of a delay here. You go ahead and catch him up on this, and I'm going to take a peek.
You know, it's still kind of funny. He keeps going over there, not realizing he has a microphone on. He can talk from over there.
Score is 5-3 Lafayette with 1:41 to go in the game. And so I can tell you this comfortably from my education in math. If we win this game by 2 goals, we're in the championship.
We're in. We need another goal, though.
As it is, we're up by 1 goal, which would tie us, I think. But doesn't matter. We got a lot of hockey to play, and we're on the PK right now. Nice pressure there by Haggard. But no, we got to go get him now, Jack. Okay, puck slid out through. It's going to be ripped at goal and in the net. Out here on the blue line. All right. I took my mic down for just a second. Not that it matters that anyone's looking, but we can't keep letting them just shoot from the blue line.
No, you got to get somebody out there to press them, and that's a forward's job.
So everything else aside, based on what's happened on the ice behind us, all of the things, we got ourselves a good hockey game here. 3-3 with Webster's line in. Evans gives chase, and now he's able to dance around, fires that net again, off of Henry's glove there. Okay, Webster turns around, and I'm telling you, if we do that right there, not quite that, but if we just look at our target first, we'll win this game. All we have to do on offense is start looking around before we throw the puck. And on defense, just challenge. Okay, here goes Haggard. There we go. Puck's bounced out. Webster's after him. There we got a delayed penalty, so the goalie's coming out. So we're going to be shorthanded again. Puck's played out. Go ahead and blow the whistle. We touched it. Holy cow. All right, that's on you, ref. Clearly, we backhanded the puck out of the zone, meaning we touched it.
Right.
So the whistle should be called as soon as the team with the penalty touches it. And the ref's hand was up, right? So we're definitely getting a penalty?
Yeah, and their goalie came out, so...
Right, so we're starting the third period shorthanded, which is not great. And the game isn't going in our favor over there. We got a little bit of a break here. Everybody catch your breath. 3-3. Start of the third period.
Start of the third.
So 5-3 is your final. Lafayette picks up the win. And I tell you the truth, the way Monument looked from their scores coming in winless on the season, they really showed themselves well here.
Especially the last 2 games. That sounds like that was a good game, and they played us well yesterday.
As it stacks up, the number 1 goal is to win the game.
Right.
As it is any time. That's common sense. Vieira's in here with Isan to be shorthanded to start with Clark and McGrady. Minute 30. Not sure who's in the box. Is that over, maybe? Tom, play it out. Tom, man, you're giving me anxiety, McGrady. There we go. Let's get after it. Come on, Bryce. Come on, Bryce. Bryce is challenging the skater, as we should. Now somebody else challenge. Don't just let him walk through. Pretty frustrating play all around there.
Getting a goalie change here.
Wanger's going to come in to finish her off. Pretty frustrating play because Vieira was back checking in this zone, and he just peeled off, and we were playing shorthanded, and everybody else peeled off, and they skated from their own zone all the way down.
All the way down.
And slid a pretty harmless looking shot at the net, and I'm not sure how we didn't see that one. Obviously, I can't play the position, so I'm not sure what happened if there was a defenseman skated through and screened him.
Maybe.
Shots on net, right?
Shots on net.
Elvis picks up puck and chips down. So that's your reward for just throwing the puck away loosely, is you just get to turn and watch it get played back the other way. Not a smart hockey play by Elvis again there, but he was just trying to chip forward. Puck's kicked off to the side by the winger. Puck's played out. Now Elvis, you can skate with that. So Elvis busts out of here. Just skate with speed. He throws it across. Bangs. Vieira's got it. Vieira's going to dance, and here we go. Here we go, Bryce. Bryce back of the net.
Yes. For the Hattie.
Here comes, watch, see? Every time. He's got it pre-orchestrated.
Okay. Well, that got us back in it. Now, if we could get the other 15 kids to buy in,
yes,
we'd have a shot.
All right, so Elvis probably gets the assist on that, and I'm yelling at him during the play. So that shows you that...
What do you know?
Exactly. What he did here is he comes up the boards, and he kind of gave up on it. Instead of basically... Instead of staying with it and just trusting himself, right, what he does is he stops, puts on the brakes, but at least he had the presence of mind to look and go, where's my guy? And he found Vieira, but I think it found Clark first. So who knows? But the most important thing is Vieira picked it up and just took over.
Yeah. Yep.
Here we go. Clark, play the puck. There we go. Elliott with a great play. That's going to be picked up again by Bryce. Clark saves the zone. Bryce is trying to dangle, and why not? The game he's playing.
Yeah.
Elvis is on the wrong side of the ice, which doesn't happen very often. And now Elvis slides across, and that's played by the goalie. So I had a missed call from the South Sub rink.
Yeah, do you need to take that real quick?
I'm not sure. But that was Freeman. They're in charge of my younger son right now.
Well,
so
if you need to call him. Maybe he came up missing.
No, Nico's a veteran rink rat. All right, so I'm stepping away from the broadcast.
Yeah, go ahead. I got this one.
Okay, we're in the middle of the broadcast. 4 with 10 minutes to go.
About to face off here.
So all's good in the hockey land. Hey, nice pass across there by Dotson. Isan turned the other way. There we go. Not where we wanted it. Puck's poked away by Stewie. Great play there. The intensity's picked up, and if you can hear this on the broadcast at home, that's the Lafayette team in front of us, and great kids, but I'm telling you, they're cheering for Colorado Extreme because they want to play in the championship against a Navy.
Right.
And nothing personal to us.
No. I'm not taking it personal. They want to play.
Yep, they want to play. So Lafayette's definitely going to be rooting, and maybe that'll drive our team. I don't know. But scores 4-4, 9:58 to go in the game. That's played down by Stewart. Isan's your turn. Get after him. Dotson comes through. Not able to win that fight. Stewie's on the wrong side, so play the puck. He chips forward to Dotson. There's Isan with it. Gonna go backhand. And goalie's able to scoop it up. Not my favorite because it's the backhand again, and you're not really in it, but I don't think Isan had any choice there.
No.
That brings a new line in. Now we're back to Webster, Evans, and Ober. The Minnesota Maniac, or Madman? Madman, he's back in. Soren. Puck's thrown down, and oh man, Ober had one just tantalizingly dance across the front of the skates.
can also call him the Minnesota Marauder.
Hey, here we go, Haggard. Dig it. I thought Haggard could step in and had some space, but as it is, that gets out. So thrown back in. Nice play there by Soren, but it is offsides.
How much time is left over there? 5 minutes?
9 minutes to go. The cool thing about the game atmosphere now is with the games being staggered 10 minutes, Lafayette got done early. They're highly invested in our game. So it just picks up the energy, so it makes the game more fun.
More nerve-wracking.
More nerve-wracking, but more fun. This is what you want. This is what you sign up for, I hope.
Yeah, right. Hey.
Webster is able to win the battle. There is Ober playing along. Come on, Ober, turn around. Puck's whacked at. Ober throws that net. Chipped in.
Oh! By their own team. Oh, that's a tough one for them, but we will take it.
And that quiets down the Lafayette crowd there for a minute. You always tell me can't go wrong throwing it at the net.
Nope. And we've lost a lot of games, and I feel bad for that poor defenseman. Just went off his skating in, but that happens, and we will take it.
Now, got a lot of work to do still.
Oh, there's a lot of time left.
8:47 left to play. That goal puts Arapahoe back in the lead, and as we said, Lafayette won by 2. So if the game ended right now, we're in a deadlock.
Right.
So I'd say let's keep scoring, which I'd say that no matter what the situation was.
Right.
So nothing's changing.
Stick to the program.
Ober got around here. Dude took a heck of a hack at him. Could have been a slash. I mean, it came down in a slashing motion, and Ober stayed with it strong. Didn't get everything on it that he wanted, but the defenseman skated in trying to help, and it went off his skates and in the net. So it seems like maybe the goalie change energized us a little bit. As I say that, the puck is off the side of the net. If you're at home, you might have thought that was in the net.
I thought it was.
Okay, Tom's over there, stays heavy on the stick. Now Liam, why do I want to call Elliott Liam? As it is, Elliott goes back there and tries, and there goes Paxton. Okay, Paxton can peel off. You got a guy right here. Play that puck, Jack. He does. Now you can run. If that puck finds him clean, we were in business.
That was a breakaway.
Oh, Ober comes up high and wins the battle, and now Liam's getting shoved down. Pretty physical along the near boards. Nothing. Ref says nothing. Nice shove there by 24, and hey, Rubbin's racing.
Yep. Letting him play a little.
Yep. Puck is chipped out. Ober's going to get after that. We're back into the corner. And, man, if they hadn't learned it before, these kids are learning physical hockey. Hopefully Elliott can play this. He does. Elliott throws through, and that's at the goalie. Still alive. Here you go, Elliott. Take your time. Elliott throws again. Kicked. Thrown again. Elvis!
Oh!
I didn't even know Elvis was in this line. But he was, and Elvis gets stoned on which would have been that would have been a huge goal for us. Elvis stays with it. They're going to try to throw it out. Elliott, hopefully you can play this. Elliott throws down, and man, great pressure, but we're going the other way. Turn around. No! Get up. Puck's pulled away by Webster. Webster's got some open ice. He just throws from distance, kicked off.
Yeah,
Here comes Kono. Elvis off the stick, and we got to regroup. Wait, Tom. Not the worst whistle ever.
No, they're kind of doing the hybrid intentional offsides on us, though.
So we're setting up nearer to the goal we want to go to. So that's no, we're not.
No, they're
Center
doing
ice.
that weird sort of intentional offsides.
So we must have been in the middle of a line change because we're back to Vieira, Kono, and Schroeder, and this line has been good, but it's been Bryce, you know.
Yeah.
So might as well go for another one, Bryce. Yeah, I didn't even know Elvis was on the ice until I called the shot attempt. Offsides again. Come on, guys, you want to get short shifted?
Now we're getting further and further here.
6:08 left to go in the game. 5-4 is your score. Good guys are ahead. Vieira with the hat trick already. Dotson had a backhand beauty early on. And I'm struggling to think of who the other one was. Was it Stewie?
No, yeah.
Stewie slid down, and that was Dotson's. Puck is banged!
Right.
What a play! If this game keeps going like this, I can tell you Sean's going to end up bruised.
Yeah.
I think that's the third time I've given him a chop in the back.
I don't mind it if that's what it's for, a goal. I'll trade that for a goal any day.
I can tell you this, too. The Lafayette players have went away.
Yeah, they're...
But still work to do.
Still, we haven't come up to the 2-minute mark yet.
5:59 to play in the game. The kids, you shouldn't be telling them this, but they need to win by 2. And they're ahead by 2. The object is to win the game. Elvis has the puck in the zone. He plays it forward, which is good because Vieira's going to be down there one-on-one. And Vieira usually wins those. He doesn't. He gets 2-on-1 there, but oh man, that left us at an advantage temporarily. Soren, would you stop it?
That wasn't a bad offsides though. They had 2 guys pressing, and all you got to do is fumble the puck there, and that's a 2-on-0 the other way. So that wasn't a bad offsides.
Not at all. A little bit of puck panic, and for my money though, I mean, you remember when Bryce's second goal, he caught that same shot and had the presence of mind to hold on to it, and then after that, little puck luck, little dangle special, and he just danced through everybody for the second goal. And as we say that, Isan's lines back in, so that means Stewie and Elijah. Stewie, you got to go. He bangs across, so now it's Haggard's responsibility. He whiffs. Not Haggard, that is, the other guy. But puck's thrown back down. Banged into there. Game is no less physical than it was. There you go. Stay on him. Stay on him. There we go. Isan, go to your forehand. Get wide. No, forehand. Bang! Off the goalie. Great stop there by the goalie. What I love there is it's almost like Isan thought about going to the backhand,
right,
and he decided no.
Came back the other way.
When you're one-on-one in open ice, and Isan and Elvis, I actually pulled when they came off the ice after one practice. They were doing the drill with the 2 tires. So you come around, the defenseman's on you.
The game.
And Luke Evans thinks that we should finish the game, which I'm going to have to agree with him. So score is 6-4, 4:50 to play. Clark tries to keep in, and hey, we're not offsides, so that's good. Clark is not able to play that, so now we got to get back. Great attempt there by Elliott. He's been the blue line king today. Got time. Puck's chipped through. Finds a stick, and Dotson's got some open ice. Can Dotson stay with this? Just rubs a dude into the boards. And
what are we?
They're calling a penalty on that. Man, that's the way it goes. Ref made a call. We got to live with it. Dotson's going to go to the sin bin, visit Tommy's mom. He's hesitant to go. He was saying right there, if I just spin around, will they forget?
Yeah, it wasn't me, Coach. It wasn't me.
Minute 30 on the Dotson penalty. 4-on-5. It's been kind of a mixed bag for us on the shorthand today. Let's go. Okay, out to the outside. So that's the number one thing, is not that way. Of all things, don't throw it that way. Up the boards or out to the angles. Clark stays with. Somebody go play that puck out here. Somebody play it. There we go. Clark with a great hand play. Webster's out in the open ice. Okay, he's got some room. Paxton stays on side. Webster tries to drag.
Gotta peel back, though. Gotta hustle back.
All right, Clark is able to slow him down. Paxton's able to get back into the play. Puck's thrown out in the middle. Nice. Come on, Tom, get back up. What a play by McGrady.
What a play. Gritty.
Gritty play by McGrady. Webster's going to find some open ice. Stop trying to dangle it,
Yeah, you
please.
just get it deep in that situation.
Offsides by the extreme, and that is going to be their undoing today.
Yes, yep. But that was a dangle at the blue line. That's why you don't dangle at the blue line.
Yeah, obviously you know what Webster's trying for. There's more open ice. Right here, I hope that at the blue line he just chips it in, because now that's 50 feet farther. The other team's got to go.
That's another 20 seconds off the clock.
Exactly. But Webster's not playing for the Avalanche. If he was, the coach would be on him on that. And every single one of our kids has done something similar. Brian with the glove.
All right. Nope.
Love it.
Yeah.
As long as you know the line, and hey, it's our responsibility as parents to teach them the line.
Right.
Get off my goalie, and now that's it.
Yep.
You stand there, you send your piece, and you try to let, like yesterday.
Oh, nice little chip.
Nice chip by Vieira. Now he can stay with it. He tries a smart play by Bryce. Perfect. You see him bunch up on the boards there to just basically be like, oh, here comes Bryce. Bryce is one-on-one. Bryce and Sean spoons it up. What a game for Vieira, and that
Yeah,
might have
he
punched
brought
the
it.
ticket to a game this afternoon.
We are in the last 2 minutes here, though.
As Sean's pointing out, the last 2 minutes of the game have not been kind to us. So
I hope I didn't just jinx us.
here's an opportunity, though. We're blessed with an opportunity. Okay, I don't know what the confusion's about. I can tell you one thing, even though Elvis made a play or two today that frustrated me, he knows he always is on top of everything. So he was telling the ref something about the clock. Okay, puck squirts out, the Madman plays it, turn and look. Throwing back in, we're on sides, Vieira's able to stay with it, Vieira's gonna try again, dangle. Oh man, Elvis backhands off the stick. Oh, the other Hair Bear Band member. Okay, I didn't think I would mix up Elvis and Kono this year, but it's happened. As it was, Bryce went everything but back of the net there, which would have just about ended the game, you'd have to think. Haggard with a good kick save. Bryce is back after it. Elvis, get in a position of strength. Up, he gets on the boards, not able to play it. Haggard's going to throw back down. Now you got to chase. Lift the stick. There you go. Perfect. Elvis lifts the stick from behind.
They're getting a trip on him.
On Elvis?
Yep.
He lifted.
The kid went down. I didn't really see him trip it, but that's what they're getting him for.
All right. That just goes to show you that not every penalty can be, I don't even know what the right terminology was for it, but Elvis lifted the stick from behind, got the puck away, scored it out to Vieira, and we were in business going the other way. And as it were, we're going to have to finish the game shorthanded.
Yeah, this is...
The good news is the score is 7-3, and that puts us in the championship. The bad news is...
Oh no,
the
she
bad
was
news
fine.
is that we're shorthanded here. So they're below the goalie already. Here we go. Guys, it's there for the taking. Tommy's got his stick tied up. No call there, of course, because the refs aren't paying attention to that. Puck's dangled through, off the side. Elliott plays around the boards, and it hits that magic corner again. There's a spot there that is a bad corner, and the Colorado Avalanche play here. Can we fix that? Puck's off somebody's shorts, and must be a dude down. I think there's a guy down here in the near boards, but you can't see it at home.
Can't see it.
Because we can't see it. And that's one of ours, because Coach Amareller's out. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go here in the third period. And I'll go dance in front of the camera, so sorry about this at home. Cannot see who it is, but Coach Amareller's tending to him on the boards.
Who we got?
I would have to go down there to see. Hard to see from here, and there's no stairs right here.
Right.
But hard to say because we couldn't see what's going on the near boards. And I know Tom was on the ice, but Tom's right there. Clark was on the ice. He's right there. I don't see the madman. I hope it's not. Well, I hope it's nobody.
Yeah.
He's up. Oh, it's Stewie. I'll bet you, from the looks of it, I'll bet you Stewie took the business end of a stick.
Yeah, he's
That's what it looks like. But I'm hoping it's not. Well, I'll tell you two things. Stewie's tough as nails. And second thing, if he was injured.
Yeah.
So he's hurt, but he's not
hurt.
injured.
He's not injured. He'll rub some dirt on it. He'll be
Good news
fine.
across the boards, I think. 49 seconds to go in the power play. Minute 6 to go in the game. 7-4 Arapahoe lead as Vieira's just really taken over the game. And I mean, he should have had a 5th goal there.
Yeah.
Puck's dropped in the skates again, which is going to be, oh man, that puck was in the back of our net, if not for just a goofy angle. Thrown back down, slid across. Okay, attack the shooters. Puck slid out by Clark. Attack the shooters. Played, oh man, to the side. There we go. Maybe we have learned our lessons. That was just played to the side by Clark. It's in the skates. Go after it, Tom. Smother. Tom's going to get a penalty there. No, thank goodness. Throw it out. Yes.
There we go. And that was tipped.
Oh man. The more important news, which you might have forgot at home, is there's no goalie over there.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go on the Schroeder penalty. That criminal is still serving time over there.
27 seconds in the game there.
27.9 in the game. 10 seconds to go on the penalty. 7-3 lead. No sight or sound of the Lafayette players because it's over for them, most likely. Puck is just kind of played. It's still loose, and the important thing is we're banging it out. Played down there by the defenseman. Kicked through. Here comes somebody, and we're going to have a breakaway. You got an open net. Jack. Webster hits the back of the net. Championship later today.
I don't know if you noticed, but the ref was going to call a penalty shot if that.
I didn't notice.
Yeah,
no. Here's what I can tell you though: in the pros, Webster would have turned and let that puck, and what he would have done, and hard to explain maybe at home, but as it was on his stick, he would have just dropped it if he had known his running mate Bryce was right next to him. Because you see that all the time.
Yeah.
When the dude has a game like Vieira's had today.
Yep, you let him have it.
But every situation is different. Because in the pros, if it's like a 1-goal game, you don't screw around.
Right.
And as we say that, so you're telling me there was a penalty on?
Yeah, he got hooked there, and the
Oh yeah, I did see that.
yeah,
And
the ref gave the penalty shot. He wasn't sure it was going to go in, so
which is fascinating because the net's open, so it should be a goal.
Yeah, it should be. No, I think it's a penalty shot on an open net, regardless.
Okay.
I think it's how it's played. I'm not for sure.
Here's a lot of good news for you. Stewie's in the handshake line, and I don't see him favoring any appendages. Here comes Brian up front. Man, that goalie change really sparked.
Yeah, that did. Sometimes that's all it takes, you know.
Best game of the tournament, offensively, of course. Because on paper, we're not supposed to win this game by 4 goals.
No.
This team was very tough.
And they were tough. This was a good game.
Great sportsmanship there. Okay, I see Elvis. And great sportsmanship there from the Colorado Stream goalie. Came out and was giving our guys high fives and stuff. Love that. Vera, you should give thanks. Bryce is in the center giving thanks, and he should, man. The Lord has blessed him with dangles for days. Vera with 4 goals today. Webster with 1. Oh, again, Dotson with 1. We're going to pull out the magic device again.
Yeah. If only we had the technology.
Here's the good news again. Arapahoe wins 8-4. That's the final. Arapahoe will play for the championship later day because, as we know, Lafayette won. And they won by 2, which would have put them +1 pending the final score of our game.
Yeah.
We were +4, so that put us back ahead. All right, we are up to date on game sheets, so if this clicks and lets me in, we'll get some information here.
Not official
Outshot
yet.
them 19-11. I would have thought there was more. Man, we got a long ways to go back. Goal by Dotson to start the game. Goal by Vieira. Goal by Vieira. Oh man, and it just clicked
And
on
then,
me.
of course, it refreshes.
Same. So we'll go the other way then. Bryce had goals number 2 and 3. Liam Jakamiek had goals, 2 goals in a row for them to get it to a tie game. So we thought we were in a little trouble. They took the lead. It's almost hard to remember. They took the lead in the beginning of the 3rd period.
Yeah.
And then Vieira took over for a little bit. Vieira tied the game at 4. Paxton over with that goal off the defenseman's skates to give us the lead. So that's should be your game winner. Kono from Vieira, which was all Vieira on that play. Kono was just right place, right time. I think that's the one where Elvis got stoned.
Yeah.
And Vieira again, and then Jack Webster. So Kono was the missing goal I was forgetting. I don't even know what time we play.
No, what time?
It's like 11:50.
11:50? That's not a big turnaround.
No.
And you know what the disadvantage is? Navy was already done.
Right.
So Navy played all 4 of their games as of yesterday, and that's what you should if you're 4-0 and you're sitting in the driver's seat. But the point is we are going to be tired theoretically. They're not.
Yeah. But we have momentum and they don't.
There you go.
So all things being equal, let's go kick some butt.
Okay, so for those of you at home, and this is important information here, and we'll look it up, and you have the access too. It sounds like the game's at 11:50. Do we know which rink?
I think it's a.
Do we know what rink, Kylie?
No, I actually think it's back here.
Okay,
Or maybe it's South
well,
Florida.
that doesn't matter to the folks at home.
No.
Ice
they
is
don't,
ice.
Yeah.
So 11:50 sounds like the championship. It will be Arapahoe Maize versus Arapahoe Navy.
Rematch.
They beat us 4-3. We had a 3-2 lead with 2 minutes to go. And hey, how did we finish this game?
The last 5 minutes, hey, they came out.
Yeah, Luke Evans came over and said, finish the game, and they did. And it wasn't always pretty, but I seen improvement. Pucks to the side. But there was one that squirted through very precariously, went right by, and Brian did not get anything on it because it kicked off a skate. But the important thing is Arapahoe wins 8-4. We're playing again, so we're going to get out of here because we got to play in a couple hours.
Yeah, should probably go
So
get some
join us
rest.
at